10 weeks ago, 24 amateur cooks entered the Masterchef Ireland kitchen. The 3 who displayed the most remarkable skills now remain. Adele, Niamh and Diana have faced many difficult challenges. Now, over the next 2 nights, Nick and Dylan must decide which one deserves to become the next champion.
MasterChef is definitely about breaking away from the pack and adding a little twist, just even a little turn to call it your own. And in that shows a development as a cook that is the MasterChef winner.
This is the MasterChef Ireland final.
So Dylan, this is it. Just back from South Africa, we're now in the final.
I'm really looking forward to tasting their work. I'm really looking forward to eating what it is that they feel is good enough for the final.
I'm hoping they're going to take what they've learned in a short amount of time and really produce for us that wonderful plate of food that we've always been looking for.
We're going to see all of the different inspirations that they've had throughout the competition. So it's going to be really interesting to see such good cooks to begin with, Nick. So good from the start. I mean, Adele has cooked things for us that are literally brilliant. Back weeks ago, Diana has come into her own, it's fair to say. I think Margot had a huge influence on her and her confidence. I think that Niamh is still a driving force. She wants it bad, and she really wants to prove that she has something more than just the safeness. So it'll be interesting to see, do we get to see that? So it's anyone's day. It's going to be really interesting, and it should be 9 plates of perfection, I hope.
This is the first time that I'm going to be cooking 3 dishes at the one time for Dylan and Nick. On one hand, it's a little bit daunting, but really, to be honest with you, I actually think it's the most exciting because it's the most complete menu.
You're showing them basically what your restaurant would be like if you were to open one, so how you match flavours, and it's not just one plate of food that can stand alone. It has to be a whole menu and it has to all work together, so that's quite tricky, I think.
My menu is themed as a Wild Wild West, so I live down in West Cork, and ever since I came to Ireland, I am very excited about the ingredients, the produce that Ireland has, and I would like to showcase that, but with my flavours and with just a little personality shines through my dishes.
Diana's starter will be salmon cured in jemison, dill and citrus fruit. Pea and mint aioli, pickled cucumber, creme fraiche, tarragon and a champagne sorbet. Her main course is bacon-wrapped loin of venison with red cabbage, butternut squash puree and beetroot. And to finish, her dessert is brambles and bramley with vanilla and star anise ice cream and crumble.
Well, I'm hoping what she's done here is she's written, and this is something that I love to do. I love to write food in very simple forms and then exceed expectation.
Exactly.
Here are the flavours that I've bounded together, and then when you would get the dish, you're really like, well, that's clever.
Yeah, because already in your head...
That's the sort of cooking we should expect from Diana.
Exactly.
Niamh's starter is potted salmon pâté with pea mousse, pickled cucumber, salmon roe and sourdough croutons. Her main course is fillet beef with Guinness gravy, black pudding fritter, onion puree, caramelised shallots, carrot reduction and a parsley quenelle. And finally, her dessert is buttermilk panna cotta with lemon and ginger jelly and seasonal autumn fruits.
I don't see a little twist or a little turn that says, you know, these are flavours that I'm showing that I can cook and bring together. These are things that you don't expect. I love that in MasterChef.
Yeah, I think sometimes with Niamh, she's too frightened to look over the wall.
The only thing I'll say about this menu is that if the other 2 girls have a bad day and she has a great day of execution, she's in with as much a chance. She nails this menu, Nick. More power to her.
100%.
Adele will start with crab meat with slices of lightly pickled apple, avocado and lime puree garnished with micro-herbs. Her main course is squab pigeon breast, white onion and cider puree, salt-baked celeriac, potato and sage crisp, morsilla crumb, leeks, cabbage and pigeon jus. Her dessert is roasted figs in port, fig puree with orange zest and cinnamon, pistachio ice cream, pistachio meringues and a pistachio shortbread.
I just hope she holds her composure and she's relaxed and, you know, this is the final and yes, I understand that it's anybody's game, but having read that menu, it's really, it brings me in. I really want to taste this.
Yeah, it jumps off the page. It sounds gorgeous. It sounds like I want to eat it.
Yeah.
It really does sound interesting. A little bit of onion puree and cider, just a little twists on turns there in terms of flavour that she's saying, you know, I'm going to dare to nail something that is not just what you're expecting. She cooks what I think she's going to cook here today. The other two could be in trouble. This is a great menu. This is a great start. This is one that really impresses me.
Yeah, no, and also the fact that I think she's actually cooking things that she likes to eat herself, which is always a good thing to know.
This comes from the heart. This is something that, you know, this is her relationship with food on a page. But you never know, you know, that's the thing about cooking. We're just talking about a menu here. We haven't eaten it yet. No. So we don't know. But, you know, for me, Adele, Diana, and then Niamh, in terms of a menu, in terms of what to expect.
You know what's going to happen?
What?
I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised.
I hope so.
I think we're beating our words. Good morning, and today is your biggest day in the Masterchef kitchen.
This is it, the final 3 courses. Cook from the heart, shows how good you are and how good you've become.
The person who wins will be the one who delivers us lasting memories. For the last time, will you please go to your workstations?
The 3 hours starts now.
I think I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I woke up and I started thinking about figs and pigeon, and I just got up. You know, it's a really big deal and it's really important to me. Feels like, I don't know, like the end of a holiday romance or something. It feels like I'm breaking up at MasterChef, that this is it, you know, and today's the day. It's going to be really sad. I think tomorrow morning I might just pull up outside and try and sneak into the kitchen. Hope nobody catches me.
Nice avocados, chef. What do you need?
Sieve. My drum sieve is in here.
I feel nervous today, but not gut-wrenchingly nervous. I'm just happy cooking, so I'm happiest cooking.
Tell us, did you enjoy MasterChef?
Oh, beyond belief, beyond my wildest dreams. I don't think people have experiences like this in their life, and to have been part of it is an absolute privilege.
Do you know what I love about all of them is that all of them are cooking dishes out there that are very close to their heart. Everybody really cares about their food, really cares about their expression, and there is 3 people out there who actually know how to express themselves through food.
I learned so much throughout the competition, so I would like to showcase that. I like to think back to my signature dish and to this 3-course meal, and it is going to be very different.
Diana first stepped into the MasterChef kitchen in Heat 2 and made an immediate impression on Nick and Dylan.
I like Diana.
I like the way she worked.
She's shown she's talented. I think she's a keeper.
I think I learned so much about food, about professional kitchens, and also about myself. It has been a fantastic experience.
It really is a case of finding your confidence. It's a good day's work. There's lots of effort gone in there, lots of heart.
I'm just very happy, sorry.
And when the final 10 came together at the All-Ireland hurling final in Croke Park, everybody started to see her as a contender for the title.
As a reward, we are giving you the day off.
High points in the competition, Danielle Clifford masterclass.
You've worked perfectly all day. You're going to go very far.
Amazing. Never forget this moment.
To earn her place in the quarter-final, Diana drew from the flavours of her childhood in Hungary. Nick and Dylan approved.
It's good. Actually, you want to eat more of that, so that's always a winner for me.
Thanks very much.
Showing great consistency throughout the competition, only the Irish Sea Challenge tested her beyond her limits.
There's no doubt of your talent. Today just didn't go your way.
I think it's just the best experience of my life to do something with my passion and with my love for food.
I love Diana's dish because it just made sense. It made sense.
To reach this point where actually you are professionally recognized in something, I think is just, I'm over the moon.
Now they have one chance at the title, and they need to cook the best meal of their lives.
Okay, guys, you got 2 hours gone now, so 1 hour left. Still green, is it?
It's still green, yeah.
What Niamh was at the beginning, and it's fair to say, was this very experienced, in love with food, good home cook. She's come in and she's learned lots and lots and lots about restaurant services and about presentation and all of this. And she's always spoke about refining her work. I really want to see that on the plate from Niamh today, because she definitely talks the talk. So I want to see that today.
Yeah, I'm loving you. I thought I could do okay in the competition. Never for a million years thought I could get to the final.
In the early stages, Niamh produced 2 exemplary dishes, which made her stand out from the crowd.
Anybody that doesn't know that you're a serious contender in this competition should do from this dish.
But at times she struggled with the frantic pace of a professional kitchen.
The pressure is unbelievable.
Has the lamb been called away?
No.
Out, start again.
But cooking in the arena of champions at Croke Park, she proved herself a team player with a cool head.
Did someone say they needed help with fish cakes? Because I can stop this for a minute.
Once she had finished her job, she went and asked everybody else did they need help, which is commendable.
At the masterclass, she reached a whole new level, serving Daniel Clifford his own signature dish. But there were more setbacks to come, as once again she was overwhelmed by the pressure of a professional kitchen.
Apple will not talk back. It will not feel pain. Can you just do it?
Yes, this is hell.
But Niamh does not give up, and for the service in Gibo's 2-star Michelin kitchen, the judges were left in little doubt that she'd learned to take the heat.
Show. This is what I hoped MasterChef would be. The sense of self-belief it has given me is just impossible to explain.
Today, the finalists must draw upon their love of food and everything they have learned to produce 3 perfect courses for the judges who've seen them come so far.
Great chefs and great restaurants all around the world are built on people who push themselves the extra mile, who have the guts and the vision. It seems to be down to that pursuit and that kind of like that dedication, if you will.
Still to come tonight on the MasterChef final.
That was exactly what I was anticipating.
The passion is in that.
I think she's really pulled it out of the bag.
It just does not sing as loud as it should do.
Their last meal in the competition. Soon they will present the first of their 3 courses to Nick and Dylan.
You can see where they came from to where they are now, because there was a start, middle and end, and it's phenomenal what they've learned.
It's quite sad to be here for the last time. I really want to come back and kind of continue my little learning journey.
We're not asking for 40 covers from them. We're asking them to produce a beautiful starter, a beautiful main course, and a beautiful dessert that eat well together from progression from start to end.
So tell us that you're doing crab again.
I'm doing crab again. Hopefully it's a more refined and kind of cleaner version of what I was trying to do in the Irish Sea Challenge as well. So just trying to bring in kind of what I've learned and what I love to do, and hopefully feed you well today.
So come on, boil for me.
I'm surprised, Easy, how easy it is to Adele. She doesn't have the panic button that the other two have. You know, the other two really stress out sometimes when it comes down to it. And, you know, that's great to see. Or I just think she copes in a different way.
I think that's what doesn't hold her back, you see. That's why she's not afraid to take a few risks, and she actually comes up with some great plates of food.
She's a great cook.
Great cook.
You think you can prepare for being in the Masterchef kitchen, and then you see the big M on the wall, and you feel like you should kind of bow to the M on the wall.
We first saw Adele in Heat 3 when she hoped her signature dish would catch the judges' attention.
The heats were very challenging for me, and I think I spent a bit too much time thinking about maybe what the judges would like to see me do rather than what felt like my food or what I was good at doing.
As a first attempt in the Masterchef kitchen, not bad. Thanks a lot.
Congratulations. You two are through to the last 10.
Thank you. The high point is the people, especially the final 10. We all clicked and we all got on really well. The turning point for me in the competition was definitely the pasta challenge. When I saw the pasta machine, I was really quite happy. It's something that I'm comfortable with. I just did a dish that for me was quite simple but elegant, and I think getting the feedback then gave me the confidence to go forward into the next round.
It just is, in its simplicity, absolutely beautiful.
With that early boost to her confidence, Adele went from strength to strength.
I think it's really tasty. You're starting to prove that you're not that much of a fluke and that you can really cook.
But under the pressure of the semi-final, she began to show her emotions.
Adele?
Yeah.
Hold it together, yeah?
You have a very, very, very special refinement that I rarely see in cooks and in chefs.
Adele.
I'm just trying to take it all in because I don't want to get so nervous that I don't enjoy it, because, you know, when it's done, it's done.
They have just 5 minutes to put the finishing touches on their starters. The judges will expect nothing less than perfection from every element of the dish.
Time is precious.
Now more than ever, they need to show a true understanding of balance and flavour, and at the same time remind the judges of their flair and creativity in the art of cooking.
You do want to eat with your eyes first. You do want to say, that looks so inviting. If it doesn't look good, it doesn't smell good, it doesn't eat well.
Over the course of the competition, flavour has been one of Niamh's strengths. But the delicacy of presentation has often let her down.
Thank you so much.
She needs to show that she's conquered her demons. For her starter, she's presenting potted salmon pâté with pea mousse, pickled cucumber, salmon roe and sourdough croutons.
Now that looks wonderful.
It looks gorgeous.
It smells, you can smell the cucumber, the freshness, it's beautiful. And that was exactly what I was anticipating to be served in a glass jar so you can see the difference of colours.
I think it's lovely when you spread it on the toast and you have a little bit of the cucumber and you put a little bit of the caviar on there and you put a little bit of the fish. It eats beautifully. But as a dish, it's just a little heavy and stodgy for me. If I'm going to eat something like that, I just want it to be so much lighter.
I love the colouring, but it is heavy.
It's very heavy, Nick.
But I like the pickled cucumber. Like you say, it does then become like your own little tartine that you're creating. But as a starter, before your main course and your dessert, wolf, it's a lot to take in.
In her defence, she said she was going to do potted salmon, which is very heavy. I mean, that's what it is. It is a pâté.
The description she's put on the menu is exactly what we've got in that sense, right?
Yes.
So the fact is, I think the dish looks really pretty, and I think she's come out of herself because she hasn't really produced a nice, beautiful, presented plate in this competition apart from today. I think she's really pulled it out of the bag.
With standards higher than ever, Diana now has to maintain the consistency that has brought her all the way to the final.
Wow, thank you so much.
Diana's starter is salmon cured in Jemison, dill and citrus fruit, pea and mint aioli, pickled cucumber, creme fraiche, tarragon and a champagne sorbet.
Looks pretty, huh?
Oh, wow. Wow. delicious. That is delicious.
You like that?
I love that. I just think it's fresh. You get the abundance of flavour, the gravlax with the marinated Jameson, the sorbet, the cucumber, the wild sorrel. Everything is fresh on the palate.
I thought the salmon was marinated really nice. Yes, perfectly. Yeah, beautiful piece of fish. Really, flavour comes through. Do you think that ultimately the sorbet is a little sweet? And I think it just needs a little bit more acidity. But I love the raw vegetables. She's got pea and mint there. I think I want a little bit more of it. But I want a little bit more of the dish because it really is a fantastic, tasty dish. And it really does show, you know, some of what she's learned as well, which is what I like about it.
It looked great. It's very modern. She thought about it, the detail. I loved it. I loved it. I'd eat more of that.
The passion is in that for me.
Oh, 100%. You can see
You
the
can
love.
taste, yeah, I can see a lot of heart in that.
I loved it.
On paper, it was Adele's menu that made the biggest impression on Nick and Dylan, so they have high hopes for her starter of crab meat with slices of lightly pickled apple, avocado and lime puree, and apple jelly garnished with micro-herbs.
It looks very pretty.
For me, I think the depth of flavour from the avocado and lime puree was lacking lime and salt, just to lift the avocado flavour through. But I think she did a good job on the crab. It was fresh, it was light, and it was a makings of a restaurant dish.
For me, it's a very good dish. It's just a little bit of lack of experience and seasoning. It all needs to be lifted up a bar in terms of flavour, but what we have is just natural ingredients that work very well together, that are cold, that are simple in their form. There's nothing wrong with how she's cooked it, there's nothing wrong with how she's prepared it. It's all there. It's a fantastic contribution to a meal, but it just does not sing as loud as it should do.
Tomorrow night on the 2014 MasterChef final, decision time.
That's the best dish in the competition.
I think we have to reconsider. I don't think this is a complete landslide.
At the end of today, it's not so much that someone's going home. There's going to be a winner declared.
The MasterChef champion is...
Well, as was just said there, you'll have to hold your breath for the results of that nail-biting cook-off until the winner is announced tomorrow at 8:30 here on 1.